Australian solar panels operate in one of the most punishing environments on Earth. Every day, these systems bake in extreme heat and absorb intense UV exposure that can rapidly degrade inferior hardware. For a long time, the advice for homeowners was simple. You either paid the premium for the reliability of a brand like REC, or you saved money with budget-oriented options from a manufacturer like Trina. In 2026, that traditional gap between budget and premium has closed. Trina has moved their product line upmarket, integrating new N-type cell technology that achieves performance levels previously reserved for the industry's most expensive brands. This leaves many buyers staring at two very different quotes: a high-priced offer for REC and a more affordable Trina option that claims higher efficiency and a longer warranty on its spec sheet. Choosing between them is now a matter of specific trade-offs. You have to decide if REC's historical record of long-term stability is worth the extra cost, or if Trina's high-performance specs represent the better financial move. To find the answer, we start with efficiency, the measurement of how much sunlight a panel actually converts into usable power for your home. Trina's push into the premium space is driven by their N-type iTopCon ultracell technology, which is the core of their current flagship performance. As this chart shows, Trina's newest models reach a peak efficiency of 24.1%. REC utilizes heterojunction, or HJT technology. While it is highly respected for its reliability, its peak efficiency currently sits slightly lower, at 22.6%. Even with that lower peak percentage, REC maintains a very high energy density. Their Alpha series is designed to generate significant power from a smaller physical footprint. These measurements dictate how you should approach your roof layout. If you have a large, open roof with plenty of unshaded space, the physical dimensions of the panels aren't a major constraint. However, if your roof is small or has a complex shape, you need to extract every possible watt from a limited number of tiles. Trina's high wattage panels are effective for homeowners who have ample roof space and want to maximize their power production for a lower price. This means Trina often wins on raw paper specs, but REC remains the more effective tool for homes where every square centimeter of roof space is at a premium. The next factor is annual degradation. This is the unavoidable process where solar panels lose a small amount of output capacity every year. This graph illustrates REC's physical resilience. They have the lowest degradation rate in the industry, losing only 0.25% of their capacity annually. After 25 years, REC guarantees their panels will still produce 92%. Trina's panels decline slightly faster, at 0.4% annually. By year 25, output is guaranteed around 89%. To bridge this gap, Trina extends their performance warranty to 30 years, 5 years longer than REC. You are choosing between two different types of security. You can pay for the hardware with the slowest physical decay, or you can opt for a longer legal guarantee from the manufacturer. REC offers the most confidence in the physical longevity of the hardware itself. Trina trades a small amount of that power retention for a longer contractual safety net. Extreme heat is actually a solar panel's enemy. As the temperature of the panel rises, its ability to generate electricity drops. This sensitivity is measured by the temperature coefficient, which tells us exactly how much power is lost for every degree the panel heats up. REC panels are exceptionally heat-resistant, with a coefficient of negative 0.24% per degree. Trina's cells are slightly more sensitive to heat, losing 0.29% for every degree it increases. In a practical scenario, like a 40-degree summer afternoon in Australia, these gauges show the difference. The Trina system will see a slightly larger drop in power production than the REC system. REC holds a technical advantage during intense heat waves. However, for most homeowners, the actual daily difference in wattage is minor, so you have to decide if that small performance edge is worth REC's higher price. Trina's move to N-type technology has elevated their hardware into the premium tier, making them a direct competitor to established leaders like REC. The right choice depends on which financial and architectural goals you prioritize for your home. Consider the first buyer profile, a homeowner who wants the absolute lowest possible degradation over the life of the system and has a smaller roof where space is tight. For this user, the REC Alpha series is the recommended investment. The trade-off is a higher upfront cost, which means it will take longer for the electricity savings to fully pay back your initial investment. The second profile is a homeowner focused on maximizing their return on investment. securing the longest possible warranty period, and utilizing a standard or large roof. In this case, the Trina Vertex S Plus is the more logical choice. The trade-off here is a slightly higher rate of annual power loss, which you accept in exchange for a lower purchase price and a longer warranty. Ultimately, your final decision should be based on a direct comparison of quotes from your installer. Local pricing and rebates will be the deciding factor for your total return on investment. There is no universal best panel in 2026. The right choice is the one that fits your roof's layout, your budget, and how long you plan to stay in your home.